Peace and blessings and shalom, family, and welcome to another edition of Maccabeestv. Something a little bit different, family. And also, this video is going to be uploaded on Maccabeestv, Healthy Hebrews as well. It's your brother, Priest Daniela, Lions of Israel. Just wanted to have a little conversation with the family today. Okay, just wanted to have a little talk. You know, sometimes we have those little fireside chats. So tonight we're going to have a little bit of a fireside chat, although the time that I'm filming this obviously is in the middle of the day. But anyway, it's a beautiful day out here too, man. It's like almost 90 degrees on the East Coast, so we give all praise, honor, glory to the Most High for that. But I want to talk to the family today about one particular issue that's going on in the nation. And what I want to do is I want to use myself and my story and be 100% transparent with the people, and hoping that by hearing my story, it might motivate some of you brothers and sisters to kind of go in the same direction that I went and came to the realization that I came to. Okay, so let's see, how do I want to start this off? We have a group on Facebook called Healthy Hebrews. A lot of you brothers and sisters know about it. Some of you brothers and sisters don't know about it. We have a group that has almost 7,000 members called Healthy Hebrews, and we see a lot of things in that group, a lot of things. I want to start off, as always, with a scripture because we are Israelites. I want to start with one scripture, right? I want to go to the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. I want to read chapter 30, verses 15 and 16. Sirach 30, 15 and 16. This is what it says. It says, health and good estate are above all gold. If you don't believe that, there was a guy by the name of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, that's where you get Apple from. That's the guy that brought you guys your iPhones and your iPad and your iThis and your iThat, right? Steve Jobs, with all the money that he had, couldn't buy himself good health. And so he died of cancer years ago and left everything that he created behind. You can't put a price on good health. Doesn't matter how much gold you have, right? It goes on to say, and a strong body above infinite wealth. Verse 16, there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. So family, let's just get right down into it. I'm gonna go all the way back to my childhood now. You know, cue the violins. I'm gonna tell you a little story, right? Growing up, I was asthmatic. I have a predisposition to asthma. My mother didn't know what was going on with my health or whatever like that. She took me to the pediatrician. The pediatrician put me on those steroids, the inhalers, the nebulizers, so forth and so on. And that was my childhood coming up. I thought that asthma was an albatross around my neck for the rest of my life. Until I got older and I ran into some people that taught me about health and wellness, so forth and so on, and I realized that one of the biggest triggers, it's not the only, but one of the biggest triggers to my asthma that I was suffering from was dairy. The overconsumption of dairy and milk and cheese and cookies and this and that, and I used to eat an overabundance of that in my early 20s. And I went away from doing those things and I beat the asthma. I was no longer being rushed to the hospital. At least once a year, I would have to go into the hospital and have a triage. You know, if you have asthma, you know what I'm talking about. You go to the hospital, they have a triage center set aside in the hospital, and you go in there and they plug you into the nebulizer. They hook you up to the nebulizer, plug it in, and you go through and inhale all those chemicals. And sometimes you have to have 2 and 3 treatments of the nebulizer before you can breathe again, right? Okay. So I had that problem my whole life. In my 20s, I ran into somebody, they taught me about it. I stopped eating a lot of the things I was eating, and wouldn't you know it, I didn't have an asthma attack for years, right? I went to the gym, I got in shape, I became a personal trainer, and I was on the road to success, right? Okay, so, you know your brother Priest Daniela, right? Benjamin, a lot of jobs. I went from having 1 job to 2 jobs to 3 jobs, right? I had a morning job, an evening job, and I was a personal trainer. So now I was training clients and I wasn't training myself. When I went home, I didn't have time to cook no food at the time. I didn't have a wife, whatever at the time. I didn't have time to cook no food, so I started eating food outside. And slowly but surely, my health and my diet went right back down into the toilet. And here come the asthma again, because I went right back to eating McDonald's and macaroni and cheese and all the stuff that we all love, all those what they call comfort foods. I went back to eating that and got totally out of shape. And got admitted to the hospital sometime, I believe it was around 2013, 2014, and almost died, right? And when I came out the hospital, I got back in the gym again. I got back on my grind again. And I got back in shape again in my, my early 40s. Got back in shape, right? Everything was going good. Then COVID hit, 2020. The gyms were closed. What happened when the gyms closed when COVID happened? I put that weight right back on. I went right back to eating bad foods and everything. And next thing you know, quiet as kept, my wife starts telling me, I hear you wheezing. Now, I'm saying, no, I'm not wheezing, but guess what, family? I was wheezing. I just didn't want to tell her. I didn't want her to worry, right? Because when I do wrong, I know I did it. I know I did that. Nobody did it. I know I did that, right? I would sneak and go to the CVS and Walgreens and stuff like that and buy the daggone inhaler. The asthma pump. And man, I'm pumping that thing like 10, 15 times a day. I'm like, wait a minute. And so I had to catch myself and say something is going wrong. So I say all that to say, and I'm being totally transparent with brothers and sisters, because I don't want anybody to think because you see that we have the Healthy Hebrews group, you guys know that I'm heavy into training and stuff like that. I don't have my ups and downs because I'm human, right? So what happened was Passover came around, and of course my captains was mocking me because I had put on a lot of COVID weight. I had a big stomach and everything. And they let me know. They had a good time at Passover mocking me. Now I had two choices, brothers and sisters. I could either take it personal or I could take it personal. So I didn't take it personal as in getting my emotions. I took it personal as in I'm going to show y'all that within 3 months, I ain't going to have a stomach no more. And Passover was in March, and now it's June, and I don't really have a stomach anymore. I got my behind back in the gym. I used the Passover as a way for me to cut. Once I cut the leaven out at Passover, I kept the leaven out. Every now and then, I might have some rice. Haven't had any bread. None of that stuff. Why? Because health and good estate is above gold, brothers and sisters. It's above that. And the older you get is the more in tune with your health that you need to be. And in this day and time where you have this whole thing with this pandemic going on, and people are going to the hospital and being diagnosed with illnesses and stuff that they don't have, you know which illness I'm talking about. They have predispositions from other ailments that they have, and they're being diagnosed with, you know what? This is not the time to be going in and out the hospital, brothers and sisters. It's not the time, right? So what I want to encourage brothers and sisters is this, is that we all know the things that we do. And a lot of times the things that we do in our life, mainly our diet and stuff like that, a lot of times these things contribute to the ailments that many of us suffer. And your body gives you warning signs before these ailments come down on you that something is wrong. You get warning signs. And when you get these warning signs, you have to act on them early. Now, I want to go back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video. In 2000, I believe I'm going to say 14 or 15, somewhere around there, the Most High put the spirit on me to form the group on Facebook called Healthy Hebrews. And the inspiration I got from that is you had a brother Polite. He said all Israelites are fat and out of shape. At the time, I was in great shape. You know what I'm saying? But he said that. And I said, no, we're not all fat. We're not all out of shape. We do care about our health, so forth and so on. So I'm going to form a group. And I'm hoping that Israelites can come into this group and we can have conversations about health and keep each other on point. Right? But one of the things that's happening in this group is that, and it's an epidemic now, is that a lot of brothers and sisters in Israel are suffering from a lot of ailments. And a lot of you are not coming for help until you are in the late stages of the ailments. I'm talking about stage 3 and stage 4. Why didn't you look for consultations and consult at stage 1 and stage 2? Why are you coming at 3 and 4, especially 4? Why? And then you're looking for a long black arm with a magic wand to come and be waved over you for you to get better. Or you're looking for the herbs to do some type of miracle that they're not going to do because herbs move and react slowly. Herbs is a lifestyle. Naturopathic medicine is a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. And that's what's happening. A lot of brothers and sisters are looking for the quick fix when things are at a stage 4. It's not the case. Sometimes it's almost impossible to help. And that's why I'm trying to encourage brothers and sisters that, number one, we're in a time now and there's enough information now out here where there's really no reason why whatever is going on with you that you can't research it, look it up, find out what thing. I'm not telling you guys don't go to a regular doctor. I'm not saying that. But the regular doctor is going to put you on some medication and you're going to be hooked on that medication for the rest of your life. You guys know that Master Herbalist Patrick Delves is a friend of my family's, right? Master Herbalist Patrick Delves used to suffer from epilepsy, which they say is lifelong. How many people do you guys know of that have been cured of epilepsy? You hardly hear about that. But there is a way to cure that. It's called a lifestyle change. If he could do it, I know people that had all types of ailments and they were able to overcome them ailments. You can do it. But your body gives you warning signs. Don't wait, because a lot of times the first warning sign might be diabetes or high blood pressure. That's the first warning sign to some later illnesses that's going to hit you that's going to be much worse. Just like brothers, erectile dysfunction, right, is an early warning sign that you might be susceptible to either an aneurysm or a heart attack. Why? Because erectile dysfunction means that your blood is not flowing properly. That's what it's a sign of. So some of you brothers that suffering from erectile dysfunction, that's still living how you've been living, still eating how you've been eating, not exercising, not taking herbs, not flushing, not doing any of those things, you are an early warning sign, or you are a high-risk candidate, probably, most high forbid, of one of those ailments. You know? So somebody got to come and talk to you guys about this stuff. Because everybody wants to face the east, right? Rub some daggone frankincense on somebody's head, which is good, right? Lay hands on somebody, right? and Shazam, everything's supposed to be better. Well, those are miracles. And we read about miracles in the scriptures, right? They do happen. We believe in miracles. But everybody's healing doesn't have to be a miracle. Sometimes the Most High heals you by putting information in your path. Information that all you have to do is pick it up, read it, and apply it. And that's your healing. That's your miracle. Why are you waiting for the daggone skies to crack and the damn black arm to come down with a magic wand? Why are you waiting for that? That's Christianity. That's Christianity. And like I said, this is not fun. People don't like these conversations. People don't want to hear this stuff. Y'all want me to be just cursing people out and stuff like that. Yeah, listen, that has its place. But we have to have these conversations too. Because I'm telling you, after having conversations with Patrick and other herbalists and even seeing what's going on in the Healthy Hebrews group and everything, everyone that deals with health of our people is overwhelmed. Patrick has a group on Facebook called Come Chat with Patrick Delves. There are so many people asking questions in the group that he can't even keep up anymore. He told me I can't keep up. You brothers and sisters do realize that there were so many sick people in Israel. The scriptures tell us that the people went up on the roof and ripped the roof off and lowered the sick and maimed down to Christ. That's how sick our people was then. Imagine the people that deal with health and everything now. Then some of you get offended, oh, Patrick didn't get back to me. You are one of 10,000 people trying to reach him. But what you can do is you can watch the videos he's already put out, and you can go and get those herbs, those natural remedies that he talks about, and you can take them and apply it yourself and just apply a little bit of discipline, brothers and sisters. It's really, really, really not that hard. Now, I ain't going to sit here and continue to beat you brothers and sisters in the head. I think you brothers and sisters understand what it is I'm saying, and that's why I gave you brothers and sisters my testimony first, for you to understand that I go through this yo-yo effect too. The only difference between myself and y'all is that I know when I overdid it. I catch myself like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Or I have people that surround me that love me enough. Brothers in my camp, my wife, my son, they'll tell me in a minute, you don't look like yourself. Get in the gym, get back in shape, whatever. Do what you gotta do. And I don't take it as an insult, I take it as motivation, like you're right. You're right. I don't know why I let myself go. Well, this time, man, I'm gonna tell you after this time, because it was hard. These last 3 months, I've been in the gym. It's been hard. I don't think I'm going back to being out of shape again, because it was hard to get back here the last 3 months. But I give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and the intrinsic, meaning from the inside, motivation to do it. And that's what you brothers and sisters need. So, with that being said, I'm going to pretty much end this video. And what I want to say is that I'm going to put the link in the description box at the bottom of this video. I have a channel already that I haven't really been paying much attention to. And I'm going to start paying the channel more attention. And I'm going to start uploading motivational videos for you brothers and sisters of things that I do, working out in the gym, walking, jogging, whatever it is that I'm doing. That's, you know what I'm saying, different herbs that I take, different tonics that I take, tinctures that I take, you name it. Whatever it is I can do, I'm going to try to be a motivation. And everything that we do as Israelites, we should be motivating one another and pushing one another to be better, to be greater, right? And if you brothers and sisters, all right, don't just be nice about it. If you brothers and sisters see me in person and you see that I done fell off a little bit, I got the stomach, you could tell me. I ain't gonna take it personal. I bet you the time after that you see me, I won't have it. You understand? With that being said, man, this is your brother Priest Daniela, representing Lines of Israel, Maccabeestv. Look down in the comments section. You guys are going to see the link for the other channel. It's called Maccabeestv Healthy Hebrews. And you guys will definitely see more content this summer and this fall on that channel. And with that, I say, shalom. All right, there y'all. I've been looking for y'all. Shalom. Welcome to another edition of Healthy Hebrews, Maccabeestv version. I'm your host, Priest Daniela, and today's topic, what we're going to talk about, is how to have a gym with you 24 hours a day for under $100. How to have a gym with you 24 hours a day for under $100. I want my camera woman to go ahead and focus on the table that I have here, right? What you brothers and sisters are looking at on this table is my portable gym. This is gym that goes with me everywhere. This goes with me to work. If I'm going to the park in the city to sit in the park for a little while under the trees, this goes with me. When I'm traveling out of state, this goes with me. This stuff right here can fit into a duffel bag, or it can fit into a small rolling suitcase along with some clothes if you're going on a weekend trip. Why is this important? Well, I can speak for myself as somebody that works a lot, 2 jobs, does a lot of traveling to and from work, as well as traveling out of state. I can tell you that I don't always have time to go to the gym.
System, right? Listen, here's the deal, right? You have some people, they take care of they eat healthy, right? They were so-called vegan, right? And that's all they do, and they don't work out. So that's why you see a lot of overweight vegan, because they're eating the vegan processed stuff, they don't work out, and they gain weight. Or on the flip side, you have a lot of people who work out all day, every day, they work out, right? But they don't do anything to take care of their internal organs and their health. So then it's like you're working out and then you drop from a heart attack or a stroke or your prostate problem or this and that, because you're not taking in the stuff to keep the internal organs healthy. So there has to be a balance. If you're going to eat healthy, you got to work out. Okay, and if you're working out, you're gonna have to do things to keep the the organs in the body healthy as well. So yeah, this is also something